morning. It's day 9, probably day 8. Still waking up, haven't had my coffee. Um, yeah, so I'm just kind of waking up. I'm watching one of these YouTuber. This is if you guys don't recognize that guy, that's Nomadic Fanatic. And he was kind of giving his take on this whole virus thing, and it's kind of interesting from a RVer's perspective because I was kind of concerned about how they congregate a lot. I mean, if you've seen any of these videos from a lot of these van dwellers and RVers, they go to a lot of these gatherings, and after the gatherings, they travel, and they travel all over America, and they do it in Canada as well as Mexico. And I kind of got me thinking, like, how are they gonna? I mean, can't they all just go to BLM land and then just kind of kick back for a couple weeks instead of wandering around America, and not knowing that you might have the disease? So it was kind of interesting listening to his take on the whole issue, and it's kind of really good to know how a lot of these travelers think, because, like I said, this is a communicable disease. This disease goes everywhere, and so I'm kind of curious to know what they're doing to kind of lock down for a couple of weeks. So I found it kind of interesting. What time is it? 7:38. I am going to go to a special place I've been wanting to go to. And I mentioned that we could all use a little prayer now and then. I think today is the day where I'm going to find a little bit of inspiration to continue praying that this virus, the CV, I keep saying the word, it's CV, will eventually leave us and be a thing of the past. So I'm going to go do some exploring. Trust me, 6-foot rule. I'm doing it. So I came across this as I was leaving, shutting off my TV, and I came across this on YouTube. And it's the map from Johns Hopkins University. It's the Corona map. And well, look at that. They turned it off right when I'm showing you. But here are the numbers. Check it out. Can you see that? Look at that. China, 81,661. Italy's got 69,176. Those are cases, not deaths. U.S. has 55,243. Spain's right there in 4th. Germany in 5th. Iran 6th, and all the way down. One thing you don't see is North Korea. That interests me. But here's the map. There it is. That's currently, as of this morning, where we are at. Updated 3/25/20, 9:46 a.m. And here's the real numbers that matter. 6,820. So I guess what it does, it refreshes every minute or so. So right now, here's the deaths. Total worldwide, 19,675. Total recoveries, 111,895. From China, 60,000 of them from Hubei, China. And the deaths are in Italy. So Italy's a hot spot. They are saying New York right now is a serious hot spot. So if you kind of look at the map, you got Asia, China's right there. Europe, Northern Europe especially. And the East Coast seems to be really saturated. Wow. But it's amazing. Look, Canada's not really getting hit too. I mean, they got cases. Where is Canada? 2,792. Wow. So that's the update. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if it's a good idea to keep it up, but if you want to be informed, check it out. It's on YouTube. It's Fox News's channel, and I guess every minute they refresh the screen to give you live updates. Like I said, this is the map. This is the one from Johns Hopkins University. So there it is. That's the update. I just got done watching that idiot Cuomo talk about, virus talk, CV talk. And right after the press conference, a reporter had gotten up and started walking away. And as he was walking away, he taps another reporter on the shoulder, and this was after, it was like a live feed that they didn't take off the air yet. And he's tapping the guy on the shoulder. I'm like, now you were just interviewing the governor of New York, and each and every one of you were 6 feet apart. They had them all spaced out. And after the press conference, the governor gets up. He's walking out the door. One of the reporters in the front row gets up, and he goes right by and goes, or like that, or he taps him or does something. And I'm thinking to myself, are you serious? You just spent, what, an hour with the governor or however long it was, and you're going to sit there and after all of that, the first thing you're going to do is get up and touch another person. Really? Check it out. It's on this video. Check it. It'll probably be at the very, 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 very end of the video. Check it out. Also, I learned today that Prince Charles, he's been diagnosed with COVID-19. I was hoping maybe, if anybody, it'd be his brother Andrew, but... Oh, hell, looks like I might have to go around. Car accident. Oh boy, I gotta try to cross. There he goes. Well, that was interesting. I had to break every pedestrian law to get across that intersection. Head-on collision. I don't know if I caught that car coming by, but boy, the car that was dragged by the tow truck, the whole front end was demolished, and it's a little Tesla on the back of that tow truck. On the bed of that tow truck, only got like just a corner damage. So I guess maybe that Tesla's pretty tough. I don't know why the other car was just totally demolished in the front, but oh well, not my problem. Like a couple of cops want social distancing. I won't tell if you want. Guys, so I just learned about the couple that died for taking that, I think it's called chloroquine, thinking that it's going to help them defeat the coronavirus. Well, they must have been really panicky taking this stuff, because what it was fish tank cleaner. And so, hey, I just recommend to all of you out there, come on, fish tank cleaner, let's not do it, okay? Unless these people were suffering from some sort of, I don't know, dementia or something. I don't know why they would even think to doing that. They were in their late 60s and 70s. But, come on, fish tank cleaner, we all know better than that. Don't do it, guys. Just let the doctors handle the medication, you know what I mean? All right, I don't know if this actually has anything to do with the virus or whatever, but now you can't bring your own container to get coffee, at least in the Chevron. I just came from the Chevron. They said that they're doing it to all the Chevrons. I was at the other one this morning, and they didn't have the sign up, but in this place they did. So it's kind of weird. They said it's some kind of health issue or something. I don't know. She didn't say if it was for the virus. I asked her, but she didn't verify that. But I thought that was kind of weird that you can't bring your own container. I would think that would probably be safer to bring your own container rather than, just use a coffee cup off their shelf, because who knows who touched that, you know what I mean? I just found it a little weird. I thought I'd share that with you. I don't know. Some graffiti artist got it right. Unfortunately, it's closed. I wanted to come check out the museum here at the Mission San Jose, but because of the virus, we're shut down. It's beautiful grounds. I'm going to see if I can still walk around, but I'm not too sure I can. Found myself a nice little spot where I can relax. And I had some leftover wild bird food from my old place. I figured why not donate it to the needy birds here at the mission. So I'm going to lay out some bird food all around the place. There we go. Just lay out a little bit. What the hell? I don't know where they were at. Hopefully I didn't scare them away. Maybe the birds are social distancing too. Who knows? What I really wanted to do was I wanted to go check out this trail that's actually right down the street from here, behind Ohlone College, which is a community college nearby. And I wanted to go back there, and I heard there's a trail head back there, and it loops up in the hills and has a nice view and everything like that. So I'm thinking about going to check it out. I don't know the conditions. I've never been to this place, but you know, we did have a torrential downpour overnight. So the grounds are probably, you know, the trail is just probably washed out or muddy or, you know, just unpassable. So I don't know. I'm just going to go check it out. I know it's actually by a bus stop that takes me way back to my house. I ended up walking to where I'm at now rather than ride on the bus just because of, you know, the virus. I mean, there's no need to sit on a bus with other people breathing the same air unless all the windows are open, right? So, yeah, I don't know if I'll jump on the bus and just head back home if the trail is messed up or not. We'll see. We'll go explore the grounds, but unfortunately right here, it seems to be closed. The grounds seem to be closed, and I don't know. We'll just have to do it for another day. But let's go check out this trail real quick and see if it's doable. Well, I found the trailhead, and it is now all uphill. Really beautiful. Except for one guy. I did talk to one guy and asked him where this trailhead was, and he quickly pointed it out to me. He took a different trail. He took the Mission Peak, the really, really difficult one. The 3-hour uphill. And that's not what I'm taking right now. I'm just going to go ahead and... This one, I believe, is 2.5 miles. It's a 2.5 mile loop that goes up the ridge. And from what the map told me, the All Trails app, what I'm going to have to do is once I get past this gate, is veer off to the right and then go up this way to the trail I need to get to. Going up this way just goes to, straight ahead just goes to a water tower. So this ought to be pretty interesting. And our good old friend the cows are around. And remember, do not collect any frogs. Look out for the mountain lions. I don't think we'll have to worry about the snakes or the ticks, really. I think that's more of a seasonal thing. But yeah, let's get this hike going. Right up there. Several people that, a lot of the cows are pretty friendly. You can just walk up to them, even pet them. I had one guy tell me that he goes up to these cows. I don't know how often he goes to this particular trail, but he says, yeah, I sit there and I'll go up to the cows and pet them. I don't think I would do something like that. I think that would be a little bit too dangerous. This is what I was kind of afraid of, and I'm just beginning. It's a lot of mud runoff from the rain. Yeah, so that's kind of my concern. I have to admit, it's a beautiful view up here. I mean, I just started. I am heading up the Dry Creek Trail, Panorama Trail, Spring Valley Trail, that way. And the YSC Trail. I do not know what that stands for. But it's right up there. Hopefully I can make it up to at least that point up there. But like I said, the ground is kind of saturated. We'll see. Yeah, this is this is going to be a little interesting. But thankfully I got my poles to prevent me from slipping, help stabilize me. I'm glad I invested in those poles. They really helped on my last hike up in Lafayette. But yeah, this is well, I am at the lowest point of the hill, or mountain I should say. So hopefully, wow, hopefully it's not as bad the higher I get up. This is just runoff, so I'm telling you, this is going to be one hell of a hike. I think I might be going the hard way first, because this is, I know the camera can't really show you exactly how steep it is, but it is really steep. And I just noticed this. I'm wondering if one of the ranchers, they put this out. Yeah, it looks like it's got cornmeal and stuff like that for the, or whatever that may be, for the cows. And it definitely smells like cows around here. Looks like the watering hole though is kind of dried up. So yeah, I'll see how far I can go, but honestly, it is pretty bad just right here, and I'm just hoping it's less saturated the higher I go up, but I'll give it a shot. I haven't even made it to the top, and already just an absolutely beautiful view. Somewhere over there behind that tree, I heard some wild turkeys gobbling. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's right there. Let me zoom in with this crappy phone. He's right there by that rock. It's really hard to see. And there he is. He made it clear that that was his territory. I'll see how. I hope he doesn't try to attack me. I've heard these wild turkeys will go after you, especially if they're in flocks. I guess that's the proper term for it. He's coming this way too. He's coming right towards me. That's all right. I got these bad boys just in case. Yeah, I hear you. He is, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's going by. I don't know if he's going to come. I don't know what he's doing. He's going up. I'm just going to pass on by. Hopefully he doesn't jump on me. I don't know what turkeys are. I mean, I've heard of wild turkey, the bourbon. Hi there, buddy. Don't worry, I am just passing through. This is great right here. It's a nice little spot to just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy the view. I am so glad I came here. I think he's lost. I don't see any other ones around, but he's calling out for somebody. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I don't think it's necessary to go any higher. Now I'm at the top, or at least not at the very top, but man, look at that view. And if you look off in the distance, I'll try to zoom in again with this crap phone. Right there in the distance. That's not gonna work. That's Coyote Hills and Don Edwards Nature Reserve, where I volunteer. I think he's lost because he's all by himself and I don't see any others around. So he must be calling out. Yeah, he's lost. All right, well, you know what? Here is another trail I did not see. I think that goes to Mission Peak. Mission Peak is just way on the other side of those mountains. It's just way up there. I'll go see how far I can go. Hopefully I don't slip and fall. Thankfully I got these guys with me, so. He's still, that turkey, I don't know where he went somewhere. That turkey, he's lost in the bushes. I don't know, over there in the trees. Hey, what a beautiful spot, right? Talk about practicing social distancing, you know? I know for a lot of people, just climbing up something like this is, you know, you can't do with your family and stuff. I understand. And so, you know, you guys have to go to places like your local Central Park or whatever. And there's crowds there. It's really difficult to get the kids out. If you can find a way, do a little research, you know, on where you can take your children besides the typical park where everybody's at. I'm going to promote an app that I use. There are actually some really nice ones out there. Currently, the one I'm using is AllTrails. It's really good. It has a lot of, you know, feedback from other hikers and stuff like that, and you can get a lot of good information off that, and a lot of links within the trails. Like in certain park districts, they might have links, you know, to a website where maybe you'll need to get more information. Maybe getting permits or if camping is allowed, stuff like that. So AllTrails, it's a really good app to have when you're out and about and hiking and stuff like that. I recommend it. Yeah, this is beautiful. I have, except for the one hiker and the crazy turkey, nobody's here. This is absolutely the way social distancing works for me. You know, it keeps me sane. I don't have to hear my wacky neighbor banging his woman at least once a day. That caught me off a couple of times, and that's because I was home. I stayed home, and, you know, people gotta do what they gotta do, right? It just was kind of, I mean, the guy knew I was right next door. The walls are paper thin, but oh well, you know, good for him, you know. Hope he got one in there for me, you know what I mean? Sorry about that, didn't mean to be rude. But yeah, check out the AllTrails app. I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to go. See, the trail kind of buckles and it goes around, and it goes behind here. So I'm going to go check that out. Hopefully I can get up there. You can't go this way. I mean, the camera can't really show you how steep that is, but trust me, that is steep. Just to get to that bush right there is pretty steep. So I'm going to take a break here. I'm just going to soak in the view and the quietness, how quiet it is. This is why I hike, everybody. This is exactly why I hike. Even before all this CV nonsense, this is why I hike. It's a great place to come and meditate. If you meditation, I do that a lot. It really works for me. You know, it keeps me sane, especially in this time. I've never seen so many knuckleheads still just kind of clueless. You know, just I'm not going to get into that right now. All right, fork in the road. Over there, that goes up to the very top of where I wanted to go. I was on the other side. Over there. But this is the way I'm going to go. Right up there. There's actually a couple of people that are ahead of me. Somehow they snuck me in while I was up over here. But there's a couple of people around. They're far enough for me. It's still nice, very quiet. Yeah. Onward. All right, my first cow of the day. And I believe I am at the top of this particular trail. This is where this trail just kind of runs into the Mission Peak Trail that winds throughout this canyon right here and then straight up, and that's Mission Peak. So it actually doesn't look too far from here.
elevation wise, I don't know if I'm halfway, but it's right there. So if you can see right there, there's a trail that kind of winds through the trees and stuff like that to get to it. But what I'll be doing is right after I go over here, just on the other side of this hill, I'll be going down right back to where I started. But yeah, you know, it is a little steep, but not as bad as the one over at the Jarvis Plateau. That was really brutal. But nonetheless, it's pretty steep, but beautiful. The payoff is well worth it, don't you think? All right, so there you go. That was about 2.5 miles, and it took me about a couple hours, but that includes, you know, getting here. So it was pretty quick. It was a little, you know, it's not for everybody, but it's doable. But yeah, full loop. I think now what I'm going to do is just head back home, whip up some food. I had my daily exercise. I did run across about, in total, the whole time, probably about 4 people. And that's pretty good, especially if you want to sit there and, you know, distance yourself. So yeah, if you're ever out near Ohlone College, come up this trail. It's right behind Ohlone College. There's plenty of parking below. You can come here at any time, even right now when the school is closed. You can still come. People are parking and walking on up. Just remember, bring water. This particular trail I didn't bring any water. I brought my coffee. I have a habit of doing that. I should really pack water with me. You know what I mean? It's not a good idea to take these type of, you know, strenuous trails without water. But 2.5 miles, I could do that. Not a big problem for me. It might be for some others. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And always bring some snacks too. That helps. So yeah, beautiful view. Well worth the hike. Well worth the walk to get to the hike. Fresh air. I love it. So now I'm going to head back home and relax. Coming down the trail, I happen to come across this. I don't know what the story is with this little cave right here on the side of the mountain. I don't ever remember seeing this. I don't think I'd go in there though. I don't have the guts to go in there. I don't know, should I? It looks like it's crumbling right there. God, I hate to be caught under this. This thing collapsed. Huh. I don't see too much graffiti or anything like that in there. I don't even think the teenagers want to go in there. Huh. It's interesting though. I wonder what the story is behind it. So I kind of wanted to show you how far I actually walked from the trail. If I zoom in, if you look very carefully, and I could do this with my finger, that right there, where the tip of my finger is, that's that trail I was coming down with that cave that I found. So I walked pretty far. It was about about an hour 15 minutes. Wasn't that bad. But yeah, you You see that trail right there? It goes all the way back there, and I ended up somewhere. That's exactly where all that mud and everything, the trail going uphill. So yeah, that's about how far I traveled just to do that little hike. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to head home for a little while. That was a nice little hike I took. There it is, right back there. And I think now I'm just going to kind of unwind, relax, chill out, get a bite to eat. I'm going to have to step out again. I'm going to have to pick up my hot dog buns and my hamburger buns. It's essential. It's essential for me. It was good to see the loaves of bread finally arrive. We'll see about the hot dog buns and the hamburger buns if they're still there. I have a strong feeling those are gone. And I don't know what the hell, if they ever restocked on the toilet paper. I doubt it. I don't have to worry. I'm plenty stocked. I stock up at the beginning of every month, so I'm good to go in that department. So I'm just going to go home, unwind. I just wanted to say, also, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a hike I took. I'll put the coordinates of the trailhead down below behind Ohlone College, so that way, you can do a little bit of research and stuff like that. Take a look at that All Trails app and get some more information on, it'll tell you the difficulty of it. It has reviews from other hikers, and you can make a decision if you want to take your family there. So that's that. All right. Time to head home. My feet are a little bit hurting, so I'm going to kick back. And maybe I'll go take you along to pick up some hamburger buns and see how bad the store really is at nighttime, right? So, till then.